Hi guys, welcome back to the vlog. This is Stan here with you. Well, I'm pleased to inform you guys that I finally received my R-Date license. Well, I didn't actually get my license. I just got my temporary bike riding permit. This is valid for 1 month, and before that, I think within 1 to 2 weeks, I'll be receiving my actual driving license. So in that driving license, they'll be updating my RD license along with the C-class license, which is the car license. So after that, I'll be legally allowed to ride super bikes in Australia. So I'm pretty glad and excited about that. So in this vlog, I'm going to explain to you guys exactly how I applied for this R8 license, and also how I cleared the Rider Safe Advanced Motorbike Training course pretty easily. So for all that and more, stay tuned in this vlog. So an important step here to note is that I actually converted my bike riding license along with my car driving license. So when I applied for converting my international car license to the Australian car driving license, a person inside the service SA had informed me that since I had both car and bike license in my international driving license, what they advised me is that it's better to convert even the bike license right now along with the car license, because it's much easier. Later on, this conversion is not possible, and this is the best time to convert your bike and the car license at the same time. So I took this as an opportunity to do this at the same time as well. And because if you don't get to convert your international bike license to the Australian license right now, because later on it is very difficult to get the R-Date license, because you'll have to come from stage one, like you'll have to do the P's, you'll have to do the L's, and then you'll have to go to the basic rider safe course, and then you'll have to go to the advanced rider safe course. And only after you clear all this, you'll be able to get your R-Date license. But when you think logically, it's actually much better to convert your international license to the R-Date license as soon as possible. So that's what I did. If you remember the vlog where I explained how I converted my international driving license to the Australian driving license, that is exactly when I had also applied for the R-Date license. So this is the actual procedure. What I did is I went to my service SA office in Modbury and asked them to convert my international bike license to the R-Date license as well. So what they did is I paid some fees and I got a temporary bike riding permit valid for 3 months. And that 3 months actually got expired because I used that 3 months to get my car license. I didn't get enough time to do the rider safe course within that 3 months. So what I did is I went back to the service SA while getting my Australian car license, and I asked them to renew also the bike riding permit, and which they did. They renewed my bike riding permit for another 3 months. I didn't have to pay anything for that. Once I got the learner's bike riding permit renewed for 3 months, I had also paid for the advanced rider safe course. So that cost me around $371. So only once you pay for the advanced rider safe course training will you be able to book a slot for the training and the test. So I did the payment at Service SA. I got an invoice from them. So you will need two things. That is, first you'll need the learner's bike riding permit, and secondly you'll need to have this invoice that you paid at Service SA. So along with these two, you can actually make a phone call to the Rider Safe Course test center, and you can actually book a slot for the training and the test. It's a half-day session. So before going to the Rider Safe Advanced Training course, you'll have to have a proper helmet. Like for example, this helmet, you can't take this helmet there because it's not EC compliant helmet. It's just AS NC NZS compliant helmet. So this is actually not a proper helmet for the test course. So in the test course, you'll need an ECE 2205 compliant helmet like this. They're not actually very strict with the helmet. They haven't checked our helmets, but it's better to be safe than returning back from this test center because of not having a proper helmet. And then you'll have to go there in proper dress code. You'll have to wear full hand shirts, or you can just wear a jacket. And you'll have to wear proper jeans or proper pants. Your jeans shouldn't be torn or ripped. And you'll have to wear shoes, full covered shoes like a sports shoe. It shouldn't be thongs or slippers. It should be proper shoes. So you'll also have to take your temporary bike riding permit and the invoice that you paid for the Rider Safe course. So once you have all that ready, you'll have to go to the Rider Safe Advanced Training course at least 15 minutes in advance. Like if your slot is at 12:30. You'll have to be there at least by 12:15 p.m. So once you're at the Rider Safe Advanced Motorbike Training course, they'll start with a few exercises. They'll give you a lot of training, at least for 3 hours full. You'll be getting proper training on bike control. They'll do figure eights. They'll do emergency braking exercises and a lot of zigzag maneuverability. The 3 hours of the test is actually very useful and beneficial. I'll leave a link of the actual test course in the description below. It was done by another YouTuber, I think 6 years back, and it's the same exercises that's been done even today in the Rider Safe Advanced Motorbike Training courses. So that will also be very useful. Also do watch my bike practicing video which I did yesterday. I'll leave that in the link right above here. So after the practice session, you'll have a 15 to 20 minutes of a test. So during the test, what happens is you'll have 5 exercises in the test, and each exercise you can make just a maximum of 2 mistakes, because each mistake costs 5 points. So in each exercise you can lose just maximum 10 points, and of the total 5 exercises you can lose just 20 points. If you lose more than 20 points, they'll send you back and you'll have to do the training course and the test all again from the beginning. But it's actually pretty easy if you do my practice properly and you do the training sessions well. It's pretty easy to clear the test. You won't be that nervous. Along with me, there were I think around 7 candidates, and I think 3 or 4 of them had made few mistakes. I think 2 or 3 mistakes, but we all cleared the test in the end, and I did not make any mistake at all. I didn't lose any points. So it was a perfect score for me, which I'm pretty proud of and pretty impressed. So coming to the test, the first test consists of 2 parallel lines in the shape of an S, and you will have to maneuver your bike between those 2 parallel lines without touching those 2 lines, and you'll have to use only your rear brakes. I was a bit nervous then. I almost lost control, but I regained control and didn't hit any of the lines. And the second test is figure 8. This was pretty easy for me because I practiced a lot with my Honda CB 125E. So this one I blitzed through pretty easily. And the third test, it was some markers placed in a straight line, and you'll have to zigzag through the markers, and your tires shouldn't hit any of the markers. And the fourth test was 2 parallel straight lines which are narrow, and you'll have to ride your bike very slowly between those 2 lines without hitting the lines, and you'll have to be on your bike from start to end at least for 15 seconds. And above 15 seconds it's okay, but at least for 15 seconds you'll have to go slowly from start to finish. And yeah, this was also pretty easy because they gave enough training for that. Obviously you shouldn't get your foot on the floor. So the final exercise is the emergency braking, where you'll have to do 30 kilometers per hour in second gear. And as you come straight, the examiner will raise his hand, and as soon as he raises his hand, you'll have to apply both front and back brakes so that you can stop the bike within 11 meters. And as soon as you come to a stop, you should go down to your first gear. If you do this, you pass this exercise. So that's it. It's just these 5 exercises, and once you clear all these 5 exercises, you'll pass the test, and they'll give you a certificate of competency. You'll have to take this competency certificate along with your international driving license back to service SA, and you'll have to pay around $20 to the service SA again. So they'll add this R-date license to your original C-class license, and they'll resend the license to your address within 1 or 2 weeks. So that's it, guys. So this is how I converted my international bike license to the Australian R-date license. It was fairly easy and simple if you follow the steps. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog and found it informative. If you did, please do hit the like button. Do consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't done already. And until next time, this is Stan signing out. Bye bye.